Hello everyone, it is I, your favorite Slayer-chan. Let's see what we get in this Thursday. Heroic dice will coming back in form of rumors, but instead having these rumors ready to be picked from us, you have to meet certain secret requirements during battle. Since I have no test server access right now, I cannot even try to leak this, but I suspect it will be something like kill Behemoth during Rage, during Aether, break every part, take less than 100 damage to unlock it. After we bullied the devs like we did with the Umbral Handpass armor, the level 50 Handpass armor cave will be reworked, and instead some plastic squares we getting a nice Aurora Borealis. I'm gonna skip a few things and read only the significant ones. Grugrooks will keep their distance, so it will be less obnoxious. Yes, I'm looking at you, rock and roll event. Patrol chests now have an audio cue to help locating them. They also added audio cue when event starts, and no more Riftstalker in the toxic behavior event, so it will be less toxic. You will be able to see your teammate's skill level in the airship, so you can rage quit even before the start of escalation. Urska's tail has 6000 less health, making it easier to break, but that's not too much nerf. I know it's severable and it taking more part damage from slash weapons, but I expected something like 10 to 15,000 nerf, but at least something. Also, Urska's health is buffed by 10%, so you can get more breaks before kill, since the part health of each part is not gonna be scaled up. Avatar of Control stagger damage is buffed from 30 to 50%. Frozen Armor level 1 escalation talent gives extra 25 health after each round, so you can avoid getting one-shotted. Virulent Impact is now rare instead common in Terror Escalation. Avatar of Destruction, the crit avatar, has no longer have cooldown, so every critical hit reduces the frostbite, which means with Chainblade Serrated Blade every crit reduces the frostbite instead the first hit. Aurelia was talking about capping the frostbite reduction to maximum 20% per hit because X was too strong with it, but not sure if this happened. Devs wanna make trials much more popular, since right now not even 0.5% of the player base interact with trials, so because of it, focusing on trial rework is pretty inefficient for the devs. So normal trial gets a bit nerfed by enabling free self-revive instead one. Trial reset time also gets changed from 2 AM PT to 10 AM PT, which means instead 10 AM Central Europe time to 6 PM Central Europe time, which is actually great for me, since I usually don't wake up early, and I'm the one who updates trial build on my and on the official Discord. Fortress gets buffed a lot and stacks up 3 times, so it can be a nice alternative for sustain. Trial Lantern change useless, Scorn Tap also useless, and Skullforge no longer gives stamina while mounting. They nerfed it because Skullforge is no longer obtainable, so in Malkarion trial it would be unfair advantage for older players compared to new players. Warpike gets faster animation, so it's either making the combo faster and or just doesn't consume stamina even before it starts the flurry, which currently is the case. Hammer Uppercut fixed and some other fixes. Chainblade got some improvement for the invisible wall stuck in the air, but since I cannot test it, I cannot tell how different it is. Urska Sword Power Surge no longer costs the same as for crafting, now it's gonna need Aether Heart, Rares and Epics. They fixed one of the oldest bugs where Nizaka Pylon Orb can go through behemoths. Some Urska fixes. I have no idea was this fix for Malkarion. The Stalker can no longer teleport outside of this arena. Frostgnasher fix, but it still needs some fixes. Frostkarn no longer have green Aether effects. Killing Pangar during roll doesn't keep playing the sound effect. I think this is also true if you sever the tail during roll, which happens pretty often when you throw a level 4 full meter X. Some hunting ground fixes like Behemoths not spawning. In Escalation, Lanterns gave 150 power instead of 50, and Frost Escalation didn't give any, so now every Escalation gives 100 power and resist, so 4 for each escalation level. Some quest fixes, also the devs said they're gonna fix the new Blaze Razakiri, Umbral Koshai, and the Frostcon rumor descriptions because a few key information were missing, like Behemoth being in Rage, using Bolt for Striker because Titan doesn't count and so. And here's a lot of gameplay and UI fixes. I reported the Queershot Pike having extra mastery tick, so sorry fellow mastery farmers. Also, I reported that Shark Sword needs only 3300 XP for the last tick, but I guess that's not here. And some cosmetics, performance and audio fixes. And now let's talk about some leaks about Radiant Escalation. First of all, it's not gonna be an escalation, but rather Radiant Grounds, as hunting grounds. The escalation format is super boring, and this way the devs can add content over time to it, instead getting everything ready at release. Most likely, they're not gonna make Radiant variants. They will make 2 new modifiers. First, Primal Beamoths. This can be any Behemoth, basically 4 pylon spawns which reduce your damage stats. I suggested to Aurelia to make the port damage to 50% instead of 0. And for the last pylon, I suggested reduce lifesteal or increase stamina cost, and she said okay on it, so it's possible that will be the last pylon. These pylons can be destroyed to remove this negative effect, but it will buff the behemoth speed, damage and damage resistance, so you have to decide what you want more. The other behemoth type is Elder Behemoths. Imagine a behemoth with Nizaga shock shield on some of the parts, which knocks you back when you hit it, and these shields will change parts after a while, so it rotates between the parts. Also, Aurelia confirmed these behemoth types are really coming in Radiant Grounds. Instead, Escalation Talent Tree, they making a faction tree with different abilities, rewards and new content will be added to this each week. You can pick only one faction, but you will be able to change faction anytime, but it will have a slight cost. In Escalation, you get charge data as Escalation XP. In Radiant Grounds, you will also be able to get charge data, but instead automatically be added to the lantern. It will be a currency, and you have to level up your fraction manually. Also, changing fraction might cost charge data. They wanna add portals between the Hunting Grounds arena and the Radiant boss, and making other loot caves and such where portal leads, but nothing specific about that this time. But wait, there's more. After 3 months, partner flares finally be out this week, and I'm giving away 10 flare codes and 2 hunt pass codes. You can join to this on my Discord. If the devs still not gonna release it this week, like it happened 2 weeks ago, don't worry, whenever I get the flares, I send it to the winners. Also, every Twitch subscriber gets a flare, so if you happen to have a Twitch Prime, then make sure to use it on your favorite Slayer. Thank you guys for watching, have a damn good day.